Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Lisa, Best Life Lee. Today's video is going to kind of just be a little bit of a chat. I've been thinking about the purpose of my videos and what I'm trying to accomplish in these videos with you all. And you know, the title of my channel is Best Life Lee, and what does that really mean? And you know, what am I doing here? And I've been growing this channel for almost 3 years. February will be 3 years. And I have a blog where I write my thoughts and things that strike me that I want to share. And I'm kind of getting to that point where I'm sort of pulling everything together and saying to myself, what is this? What is the purpose? What am I trying to share? And what am I trying to accomplish with these videos that I'm sharing with you all? And so today's video is going to kind of be about that. Like, what do you all watch these videos for? Like, what do you walk away with when the video is done? And I really want to know that. Like, I really want you guys to, you're all so awesome at commenting and telling me what you loved about the video or your own ideas about the concept of the video, whatever that was. And I obviously love that, and I love our conversations. I feel like this is an opportunity to create friendships and to be a friend to people I might not, I more than likely will never meet, will never hear your voice, I'll never see you other than maybe in pictures. Some of you really connect, you send me emails, you send me pictures, and I feel like I know you. I really, really do. And I feel like our paths have crossed in this way. And some of you never comment. Some of you watch. I don't even know. We haven't even communicated in comments, but you're there. You show up. So I hope to deliver something for you. I hope to present something that you can walk away with and maybe have an idea that blossoms in your own life. And the purpose of my blog posts, if you've ever gone over to my blog, I usually will link something in the description section, is to make you think outside of your everyday experiences in life, and maybe think about things in a different way, in terms of what's the purpose of this. We all have common experiences, common life themes. We have families, we have friends, we have jobs, we had jobs, we have environments that we exist in. And we're on a journey to where? Where is this journey leading to? What are we doing? What kind of, what are we picking up along the way, and what are we leaving behind? And where do we go from here? And so those are all like really big, really huge concepts that most of us don't think about as we go through our days, our weeks, our months, and our years. And when you get to a certain age, when you're young and you're in the throes of making a career and starting a family and thinking about your future, it's all good. You're just going along, the wheels are turning, the gears are moving. And then you get to a point in life where you start to look around and say, okay, what's next? Where is this leading? Retirement. Maybe you're already in retirement. So, on my channel here, I do nail videos, I do decor videos, I do DIYs, I do vlogs, kind of sharing what I call my best life. And so, you know, I just want to communicate that there is more than just our physical experiences. I believe that wholeheartedly. And so, you know, I think that we have divine guidance. I believe we have divine helpers. I believe we are here to learn certain things, or to become aware of certain things, or to realize certain things, to move on to our next existence. However you see that. Do you see that as a paradise? Do you see that as just an awareness of everything? I believe that. I believe we're all connected. I believe that. So like, even if I don't see you and you are watching this video and I never see you, and I never meet you and I never talk to you, but you're watching, we're connected. We're connecting. And there's a reason you're here. So this is supposed to be a fall montage video that I wanted to put together. And the more I thought about it, it was like, wasn't really coming together. Like, how was I going to do this? What was I going to do? Just show you a bunch of stuff that I've done over the fall? And what were you going to get out of that, you know? So yeah, I mean, I think that the seasons, the changing of the seasons, you know, we're about midway through fall at this point. So, you know, it's not like it's the changing of the season right now, but taking advantage of the different attributes of the season that you're in is what makes you stop and think. It's what makes you have a moment to appreciate where you are right here, right now. Because that's all we have, is what we have right here, right now. And, you know, when I look around and when I talk to people and when I meet people, a lot of what goes on in life is very stressful. A lot of people have anxiety about that. They, you know, sometimes I watch these very young, beautiful girls living their lives. They've got YouTube channels, they've got millions of viewers, and then they talk about having paralyzing anxiety behind the scenes. And lots of people have that. And why? Because I think there's just this underlying fear that we all have, because, you know, we wonder why we're here, and we wonder, you know, we all know what comes at the end of this life existence. Like, nobody gets out of it and, you know, lives forever. Let's just be blunt. So it's like, what are we doing here? How can we make this our best life? And it's really just a matter of knowing, in my mind, it's a matter of knowing that you are divinely guided, that we are all connected, that we are connected to one divine mind. And if we stop and, you know, realize that by doing the little things, by connecting to the earth, to nature. And what does that mean? Just getting out, you know, go for a walk, go. Go into a seasonal outdoor fair, a country fair. Go to
Hey, come. Good job, Carter. All right. Smile. Smile, Cardi.
Perfect. Right there, Carter. Good job.
Fair. Look for neighborhood flea markets and yard sales where your neighbors are outside of their homes. They've taken all their goods that they want to sell and they've put them on tables and they're standing there inviting the community to stop by. You know, look at it as you're going out to visit with people in your community that you would have no other way of connecting with them but to go and walk in their yard and walk through their tables and communicate with them and have a little chat and realize that everybody's the same. You know, we're all the same in our base, you know, the base of who we are in terms of, you know, this human existence. We're all the same, right? We all want to be loved and we all want to love and we all want to have people around us so that we can feel connected. So yeah, I mean, Bob and I will go to yard sales. Do I come out buying stuff? Sure, you know, but it's the fun of just walking around, talking to people, hearing other people talk. So while the weather is still nice in fall and it's very beautiful out, when the sun is shining and the skies are turquoise blue. So depending on where you live in the country, right now is probably a very good time weather-wise when the sun is out to go out and walk around your community, your area. I'm just gonna show you a couple of snippets of fall foliage. I'm gonna show you a couple of snippets from a yard sale we went to this fall, a fair that I went to with my girlfriend this fall. I went to the library, you know. You know, doing things out of the ordinary, you know, when you're running errands or you're going here, going there, and, you know, we don't usually stop and do things that maybe we did at one time in our lives and it was kind of cool. You know, I used to go to the library with the kids all the time and, you know, take them to the library, and while they were there I would peruse books for myself and I would bring a few home, or, you know, when you were studying or whatever and you went to the library, it was a nice quiet place to go. And so I did stop at the library, and you know, one of the things that was at the front desk was this little flyer, and it just has Halloween reads, different things for the fall season, and it will probably just have different articles that you could read to just kind of get you in the mood for fall. And then I perused the shelves. I didn't get one single book that had anything to do with fall, but what I did get are I picked up 4 books that I wouldn't have normally picked up if I were shopping for books. You know, but it was just kind of fun to get something different. One of the first books, and if you've seen any of my prior videos, I like to feed the birds. One of the issues I have with feeding my birds is dealing with the squirrels. I just had an encounter with squirrels pulling down my much loved feeders. The birds love them. So anyway, the book I picked up, I saw this and I was like, oh, this will be fun to read, Outwitting Squirrels. But it was just something that I picked up and was kind of cool. And then How to Attract Garden Birds, different things that I'll peruse them. I don't have to accumulate these books in my home. When I'm done, I'll bring them back. I have my Instant Pot air fryer. This was just something I thought might be kind of cool to pick up a recipe or two for my air fryer. And then the last book I picked up is this Rachel Ray 50 book. And this is more of sort of a memoir with, a memoir of Rachel Ray. But it also has her recipes in here. And, I do love to try new recipes. I love cookbooks. And I love sort of autobiographical type books from people who I enjoy watching. And Rachel Ray is one of them. So yeah, this was just a book I probably wouldn't have bought for myself, but it's a book that I'll peruse and then bring back to the library. You could always just sit in a little quiet corner of the library and look through a bunch of books until you figure out one that you want to bring home. And speaking of bringing books home, I did purchase 2 books for the fall season. One is definitely a fall book, and this is called Pumpkin Everything. And this author, Beth Labonte, I think is how you pronounce it, this has been turned into a Hallmark movie. So you know that if you're a Hallmark movie lover, you're probably gonna like this. This, probably about maybe halfway through at this point. It's a funny, you can tell it's kind of a heartwarming book. At the end, it likely will have a happy ending, I'm hoping so. But it's funny. She's funny. You get a little bit more of the inside thought process when you read the book versus watch a movie. So I haven't seen Pumpkin Everything on Hallmark Channel, but I certainly will look for it. But this is a cute read. I got it on Amazon. I'll definitely link it below. And the other book I picked up from Barnes & Noble this season is a book called The Marriage Portrait. I love books that are about strong women, women who are in, difficult situations, period pieces. I like, things that are historical from a different time when times were very different and women, couldn't rise above certain things, and then you have a woman who does. So I really like those kinds of books. And just to tell you a little bit about what the book is about, it is, let's see, where is it here? This takes place in Florence in the 1550s. Lucrezia, third daughter of the Grand Duke, is comfortable with her obscure place in the palazzo, free to wonder at its treasures, observe its clandestine workings, and devote herself to her own artistic pursuits. But when her older sister dies on the eve of her wedding to the ruler of Ferrara, Modena, and Reggio, Lucrezia is thrust unwittingly into the limelight. The Duke is quick to request her hand in marriage and her father just as quick to accept. As Lucrezia sits in constricting finery for a painting intended to preserve her image for centuries to come, one thing becomes worryingly clear. In the court's eyes, she has one duty: to provide the heir who will shore up the future of the Pharisees' dynasty. Until then, for all her rank and nobility, the new duchess's future hangs entirely in the balance. So, I don't know, it just seems like it's going to be really different and something fun to read through fall. And, if I don't get to it in fall, I don't have to read it during fall. But it was just like, the fall season is when you remember going back to school. So I just kind of wanted to buy some kind of a new book to have on hand to read. So yeah, getting yourself to connect with nature, getting outside, having some kind of hot drink. This is a tea that I got from David's Tea and my friend Candace from Biker Chick, Stay Outrageous. She talked about David's teas on her recent video, and this is a butterscotch chai, and you steep it. It's tea leaves, there's a sweetness to it, there's an earthiness to it, and it's just warming. And David's Teas, I had never ordered from them before. They came very quickly. The tea is fresh and just delicious. And so sitting, enjoying a cup of tea, I think that's something that historically as humans, we have that time to just sit with tea. It brings us, it makes us sit and relax and sip. You can do it alone. You can do it with obviously family and friends, just having a little bit of a respite with your tea and your hot drink. And it just kind of calms you in the moment, brings you to the now. That's what it's, all about, because the now is all that we really have. We worry about the past and we worry about the future. And reliving the past, the only benefit you get from the past is what you learned and the love that you experienced and the happiness you gave to others. And when you give to someone, that's what you get back. And that's what we forget. We always are trying to preserve ourselves, protect ourselves, keep our armor up, don't let anyone hurt us. And we're missing the point of life. The point of life is to give away what you have to give, meaning love, respect, a smile. And that is what it's all about. Because yes, are we here to be to create, to invent, to make life easier? I mean, people are out there, people have been inventing things since caveman days to make life better. And here we are. And if you really look around, I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only one who watches the news and feels like we've come to a point in our history where we are getting pretty darn close to really throwing the baby out with the bathwater. And it's time to really start to pull yourself back in, really start to discern what you're hearing and determine how you can make a difference in your own life and in your own world and in the people that you touch. And I guess that's bringing this video and this intro into coming full circle and why I want to do this. And it's really just to share thoughts and ideas about how to enjoy and foster joy and happiness in your world and in yourself. And the only way, I believe this wholeheartedly, and believe me, it's a work in progress because we have normal tendencies and we do what we do as humans. But the only way to foster joy and to bring joy and happiness into your heart is to give that to others. Encourage them, believe that they are well and see them as well and see them as, the healthy beings that they are, because we are in reality. Coming to the world and coming to this planet is really, there isn't any, there's always going to be sorrow, there's always going to be tragedy. We're going to hear it day in and day out. And what we do with that and how we respond to it mentally, inside, that is going to be the real changer of the world and change of our experience here on the planet. So yeah, I don't know why this video was so serious today. It was supposed to be a fall montage, as I said, but I feel like I was guided by divine guidance, and the message is that I just want to offer some friendship, some new ideas to maybe have you see things a different way, or share with me so I can see things in a different way. I appreciate you. I appreciate you watching. How do you see it? How are you doing? What do you want to see? What kind of communication do you want to have with me? I would love to know, and I would love to communicate with you more. I'm still going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'll show you a little montage of what I've been up to this season. And yeah, my hope is that you're happy, you're healthy, you're safe, and you keep coming back. Thank you so much for being here. I enjoy hanging out with you, and I hope you enjoy hanging out with me. So take care, everyone. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.